How to become a digital nomad, working from your laptop and travel all around the world to the most beautiful destination? Let's discover in this video with the top 7 tips. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Sara and here we talk about digital nomad and full-time traveling. So if you're interested in this topic, make sure to like and subscribe. And let's start with the first tips of the day. The first and the easier things to do is to move your current offline work into an online one. If you already are a social media manager or a marketing director or a video editor, graphic designer, you already have much more probability and even opportunity to transform your work life into a digital nomad one, because these are type of work that usually are already performed on laptop. But these are not the only type of work that can transition easily into remote work. Actually, after the big C that we all know, a lot of companies decide to go remote, and this could be a great opportunity for you to ask if you can actually work from home or remotely or even somewhere else across Europe or worldwide. So why not start to ask them? If you don't have a job that can be done remotely or you just don't know yet what you want to do, make sure to watch this video where I will help you to discover your remote skill set. The second tip is to downsize and minimize. If you go nomad and you start to travel a lot, it's normal that you can't really carry the whole home with you. So it's also very important that you start to minimize all your belongings. The first thing that I've done when I decided to go nomad was sit down with all my belongings around and decide what to sell, what to donate, what to give away, etc. in order to literally give out all the most possible things that I can and just being left with all the things that I will carry with me. This doesn't mean that you have to give away all your stuff. I did this because I didn't know when I would be back home. But if you have friends and family that can stock your stuff in their houses, that's amazing. A good rule is the 1 week rule, which means to take with you only clothes for 1 week, because at the end of the day you will wash your stuff, and if you need something you will buy it wherever you're gonna be. And the cool things about traveling with just the amount of things that you need is that it's so damn relaxing. Everything fits in your bag, everything you need is there, and you don't have to stress out about extra things that you don't need. The third point is having the digital equipment that you need. If you're a video maker, make sure to have your camera. If you are a graphic designer, make sure to have your iPad. I think you need that, right? I'm not sure. Anyway, make sure to have all the digital equipment that you need to fulfill your work, and invest in a proper bag to keep safe all those gears. If you travel full-time, the risk of breaking some of your work gears gets higher, so you want to have a bag that you can carry them with you safely. For instance, I put a lot of my camera gears and my SD drive in this backpack, and I always have it with me. Tips 4 is to find the digital nomad hubs. When you start to travel as a digital nomad, it's important to understand if the destination you're gonna go is suitable for digital nomad. This means how much is the cost of living? Is the Wi-Fi reliable there? Is there a digital nomad community? Do they have any co-working spaces where I can go? And if you want to answer to this question, make sure to subscribe to this channel, because it's all about the nomadism and full traveling here. Just to mention some of the most popular digital nomad hub worldwide is Bali in Indonesia, Chiang Mai in Thailand, Medellin in Colombia, Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia, and Lisbon in Portugal. These are some of the locations that provide a great balance between the cost of living, a thriving digital nomad community, but the world is expanding and much more and more countries are opening for digital nomads. The fifth tip is to find co-working spaces. I'm obsessed with co-working spaces and I absolutely need them around the area that I decided to stay for a while, especially to divide my private life and working life. Honestly talking, I have to say that I often end up staying in single room like this one for instance, which is never the best idea for my productivity because I end up working in the bed, which is never the best. But in case of this place, I am in Kuala Lumpur right now, there is also a co-working space into this residency, which is fantastic. Co-working spaces are basically office created for remote worker or digital nomads, and they are literally worldwide. Generally speaking, they offer daily, weekly, monthly, and even yearly pass. You can go there, get your hot desk, smash your work, and be surrounded by other like-minded digital nomads. And sometimes they even do some after-work activities. It can be a great idea to meet new people. I love co-working because they really increase the productivity just because the environment that you're in. And there are many worldwide, as we said, but the two main companies are WeWork and Rebus. The sixth point is to find accommodation for digital nomad. It's very important that the place you're gonna stay is gonna give you to your lifestyle and not take away energies. For this reason, I will start to exclude immediately hostel because there are a lot of backpackers, party and noise going on. Instead, I will recommend to stay in co-living spaces, which are basically residential communities for digital nomads. Usually you have your private room and your bathroom, and then you share the rest with other nomads that lives there. For instance, a pool or kitchen. I've stayed in many in Bali and I just loved it. Another option, especially if you want to have more privacy, is to book a fully equipped apartment that you can find on Airbnb. And here, for instance, you can find the one Ryan and I booked for an entire month in Chiang Mai. Personally, I start to prioritize places that has a pool and a gym in order to keep up with my workout routine, as well as that our place has a kitchen in order to help us cook at home and not every time eating out, but also in order to, in case we want to get some food, we can store it at home and it won't go bad. If you want to go for an apartment, make sure that the area you are staying in has some digital nomad friendly co-working spaces or cafe that you can go to work and meet like-minded digital nomads. And the seventh tips, which is super important, is to have the right mindset. Remember that it's not a holiday, but it's not just about work neither. It's about finding a healthy work-life balance lifestyle. For this reason, it's very important to set boundaries and establish routine to maintain your productivity while you're still able to travel and explore your surroundings. And here you have your 7 tips. It's definitely a process and it's not linear. I mean, it's completely different from everyone I talk with. But these steps can definitely help you to start to understand in which direction to go. And if you have no idea where to start your journey, make sure to check out this video where I will help you to discover and develop your remote skill set. If you find this video helpful, make sure to like and subscribe. I'm trying to post every Wednesday digital nomad tips and on Sunday more travel things related. So stay tuned and I will see you very soon with another video. Bye!